Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground is brought to you by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Today is the first ever Bad Cat Creations Lot 6 Art Fair. It's a juried art fair for downtown Bemidji. It's a mostly local Bemidji area artists, but we did get some outside artists involved too. We did a call for artists, and we just had people apply. And we've got artists of all mediums and styles, and we've had performers and face painters, and it's just been fun.
I think it's important for a community to have events like this because it brings community together and it gives people a common bond to share experiences and appreciate their community more.
We have over 30 artists this time. We're hoping to expand in the years to come. We kind of went small to begin with. We didn't want to overcrowd. We wanted it to be comfortable. And we encouraged everybody, if they could do a demonstration, to bring stuff, do their demos, talk about their work, meet the public. We've got a lot of first-timers for art fairs. So a lot of these people here today, this is their first show. So it's kind of exciting to get them out there and show them to the rest of the world. We're surprised and happy that everybody came out. It's been surprising and wonderful that everybody has really good feedback so far. We've had a couple people say that they think this is their favorite art fair in Bemidji now, which I think that's crazy. But yeah, we got a lot of really, really good positive feedback, and people want us to expand. We've had, I think probably one of the most surprising things I've heard somebody ask me today is, could you do this every week? No. Sorry. And then we said, well, could you do this every month? If there were more people involved, maybe. But we hope to do it every year.
Well, I think it's a good draw for the local economy, the businesses. It brings people downtown into the area here. A lot of the artists and crafts get, draw some of their support and stuff, for their sales and vending and everything else that they may do.
I think it's really important that we have things like this because there are some shops in town, of course, that sell local artist stuff, and you can go into a shop and buy a local artist piece. But getting that one-on-one connection to the artist and knowing the story behind the piece, maybe even getting to see them make it, is so important. And with there being some cuts to arts, I think it's even more important that we expose people to how these are all done, so that it shows like what the work it is to go into designing some of these pieces. Sometimes I think that if you don't know, if you don't create, you get surprised when you see something and say, wow, like that's a lot of work that went into just that one thing. It gives you a whole new appreciation for it. So the more exposure I think the general public have to artists and creating, I think the better for the community. And it's also a great way locally too for people to come down and see these people who live right in their own community and are creating.
I think you can sometimes judge a community by how well they honor art, because art is our language. It's a language that all people share.
Another important part about doing an event like this and in our community is bringing a lot of these artistic people together to meet each other, the artists meeting artists. You never know when collaborations can happen and how ideas can commingle. The idea for this event was actually brought on by a complete brainstorming session between myself and another artist, Melissa Bernas, who does the Kaleidoscope photography. And it was just, an innocent comment to her. She said, Christina, one day you should do an open house for Bad Cat and invite all the artists to come and meet each other. And I said, oh, but the store's so small. We'd have to wait and do it outside in the summertime. And one by one, next thing you know, we were having an art fair. And we just want to make another really good quality juried festival in Bemidji. Like there's, Art in the Park is like the main one. And we wanted to bring another one as good a quality as Art in the Park. And we didn't want to have it too close so that they would compete.
I took the opportunity to walk around and check out a lot of the local artists and some of the craft stands here, some of the face paintings, and everything else that they got going on right here.
I like the Middle Eastern dancing because I used to do that for a couple years here too, and I enjoyed seeing that. You know, because that brings in other forms of art, the dance, the music, the painting, and I think that really made the show, made the day.
A lot of the first timers, like, they were really unsure about doing their first festival, really nervous, and I said, you know, when I first got going, I had a lot of people that helped me, and I want to return that favor. And so I just said, you know, let's do it. I'll help you. I'll be there. I'll make sure your tent's weighted down. I'll make sure everything's good to go. Like, I will help you get this going.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground, consider making a contribution at lptv.org.